Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This episode, I'm stretching it out a bit and I'm not giving myself a time limit as such. And I've got 11 records I want to show here. I kind of like the idea of doing one that isn't necessarily like rule based, but this is just some cool New Zealand music that I really enjoy. That maybe isn't on the label Flying Nun, but other labels. But there's also some stuff with musicians that are on the label. This is just more of a. I've got 11 records that I really like, and I'd love you guys to check them out. Yeah, so here we go. I don't have to rush, which is nice, or put myself on the time limit. The first one, I don't even know if this is still available, but this is Instant Compositions by Salon Kingsadore. This came out a couple of years ago now. And every cover is completely handmade and completely unique, which is so special and super cool. I absolutely love this. It's so hard to describe. It's like a mixture of spacey, deep jazz and electronics and avant-garde experimentalism. I think this is one of those records, in fact, this whole label, Sarang Bang Records, the stuff that they put out, the new music they put out, I think will be looked up to in years, and people will these will become collector's items. People will really understand how important this music was in terms of modern and contemporary New Zealand experimental music. And amazing stuff and an amazing label. Check out Sarang Bang Records. They're run by my friend Gianmarco up in Auckland. Very special. This one's a bit of a different one. This is What We Used to Know by Christoph El Trento. This is a really beautiful, I guess, down-tempo, hip-hop electronic, but kind of glitchy and lots of jazzy touches and samples and stuff like that. I think this is a really, really underrated record. You used to be able to get this quite easily, but I'm not sure where it is now. This is on the On Gravity label? Yeah. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful record. Shout out to a good friend of mine who switched me onto this many years ago, Sean. If you're watching, this is really good. I love it. I don't play it very often, but I should play it more. But when I do, I know it inside out. It's fantastic. What We Used to Know, Christoph El Trento. Super cool. Okay, so this band obviously has a New Zealand connection. This is the Cake Kitchen, Graham Jeffries. This is one that I really love, and I don't know if it gets enough attention. Amazing album. This is the handmade cover that I picked up from Graham himself a couple of years ago, with kind of a paste-on sleeve, so that's got a very special bit of a personal connection to it. Amazing, searing, shoegazy sounds. There's the whole loud and soft dynamic. There's acoustic songs, there's big sounds, there's really uplifting tracks, lots of contrast in here. I think this is a really special record, and it's my favorite Cake Kitchen, and there's a lot of Cake Kitchen releases. It also comes with this really nice put together sheet. I mean, look at this for a lineup. Graham Jeffries, Jean God, I can't pronounce that. Due, Hamish Kilgore, Alistair Galbraith. Super special. I'm actually reading the Graham Jeffries book at the moment called Time Flowing Backwards, and I'm really, really enjoying it. A lot more than I thought it would. What a fascinating story he has. That is a super cool label, right? In fact, the other side is super cool too. There you go, Cake Kitchen, hand stamped. This is a really special piece for me. I'm so happy that I have it. I love it. Maxine Funker, or Funk, however you want to pronounce it. This is called Felt on Epic Sweep Records. Maxine is her partner's Alistair Galbraith. This is a amazing, beautiful, I guess you would almost call it like a lo-fi folk record. There's bits of piano and really haunting ambience to it. I think it's I think she's a massive talent. I was really looking forward to seeing her play at the Others Way Festival, which I think may be postponed. At the time of this, we're in our second wave lockdown. We're on level 2, but Auckland's on level 3. I really rate her. I've got a few of her albums now, and I think she's really special. It's an absolutely gorgeous album. Is this Felt? It's called. Really check it out. This is a first pressing on Epic Sweep, which is quite hard to come across now. But I love it. I think this is really special. I think she's a real big talent. I can't really say anything more than that. Again, this is not on Flying Nun, but I think this is an amazing record on Ajax. This is Peter Jeffries, The Last Great Challenge and a Dull World. What a voice, what a haunting piano sound. Some amazing tracks on here. On No Beach is the big track, which I think has such an amazing melancholy vibe. To me, I can imagine myself being in a cold, wet New Zealand beach in winter with no one around listening to this. Guided Tour of a Well-Known Street is fantastic. The Other Side of Reason, it's a really special release. This is really fantastic stuff. There you go. I didn't realize Michael Morley is on this with a half-speed backwards vocal. There we go. Thank you again to my friend David who picked this up for me in Dunedin many, many years ago when I asked him very kindly. Back when, if anyone remembers Two Tone Records, when they were open down there in Dunedin, they had some amazing stock. Like, the stuff I was seeing there was pretty incredible. I kind of wish I spent a lot when I was down there. I could have spent a lot more time digging through that stuff. And I wish I'd have known more when I was down there, you know. I wonder what happened to all that stock. For anyone that knows what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter if you don't. Going off on a side ramble there, there was an amazing record store called Two Tone down in Dunedin. I think it closed a couple of years ago. The Garbage and the Flowers, the Deep Niche. One of my favourite New Zealand 7-inches I haven't shown in these videos is the Carousel Catnip 7-inch. Is that what it's called? Am I getting confused? No, I'm not. You're right. It's the Carousel Catnip 7-inch. I think these two are super, super talented. They're now based in Sydney, Australia, but they've been releasing stuff on and off for like sort of 15, 20 years almost now. I love this. Check out 29 Years as a track. It's just lo-fi, garagey, experimental, droney, tender in some parts, but not. I mean, they're really just the vocals and the delivery and stuff. It's I think they're really special. I love this band. I feel like I need to buy more of their albums and I just haven't got around to it. Now, this one will be quite hard to show on camera. This is another one on the Sarang Bang label. This is Duga III, which is Gianmarco Liguri, Murray McNabb, and Kim Passon. Amazing. God, I couldn't show the Dr. Tree. I've completely forgotten about that. This is what happened. Maybe I need to just be making more of these videos. Man, this is really special. When I remember when I showed this in my YouTube channel, people went crazy for it, and a lot of people went overseas, went and bought copies, and it was really cool. This is a real amazing masterpiece. If you like Electric Miles, or almost like maybe Electric Miles, I don't know, but really ambient and spaced out. It's super cool. Parts remind me of In a Silent Way, not specifically, but in mood, I think. It's amazing album. Duga III. It is getting a repress, I've heard, coming very soon, which I'm very excited to grab, which has bonus material on it, which is really cool. So keep an eye out for that. Duga, Duga 3. There we go. All right. Oh, some very interesting ones coming up. This is my favorite album by the Dead Sea. It's called The White House. The Dead Sea are absolute legends in the noise and drone and experimental scene. They're a band that I would love to see live, but I haven't. I've seen all three members play either solo shows or as part of Gate. I've seen Bruce Russell a few times solo. I've seen Robbie Yates play in A Handful of Dust, but I've never seen the Dead Sea play together. This is my favorite. It's absolutely amazing, mainly because the version of Bitcher on here is super special. I absolutely love this. This came out on Silk Breeze. I can't even recommend a good starting point for this band because it's so expansive. Maybe this would be a good starting point. If you're into experimental or droney sounds, please check that out. They're very well respected and really talented. And if you look at some of their live clips, they really have that power within them, and you can see that they're really pulling from this void of energy, and really special. Okay. Another artist that I've had lots of releases. Oh, I mean, it's just essentially one guy's behind it, Stefan Neville. This is Pebbles. This is on Soft Abuse. I think this is a really wonderful record. Again, it's in a noisy category, but this is a bit more brighter and not as dark. The first track is super catchy. You'll have it in your head for a very long time. This is called Pebbles by Pumice on Soft Abuse. Yeah, a really, really cool, really special record. I think this is a classic. I love it. I have stopped buying Pumice stuff because it just got too much at some point, and I was like, I have to set a limit here because you can go down a rabbit hole with that stuff. This is one that my friend Chris over in Waiheke Island switched me onto a very long time ago. David Watson, Jean-Jacques Pally, and Alistair Galbraith. This is really amazing. I have a friend who's really into Coil, and he said it reminds him of Coil. I'm not massively into Coil, but he said there's a very strong link musically between Coil and this. If you're a Coil fan, maybe that's the entryway. This is really, really amazing play on textures, and a really interesting record. I think it's still pretty cheap. You can probably get it online somewhere. I love it. It's just I don't think it's got a name. I think it's just it's called Pure Speculation. Super great. All right, the last one on a fun note. I think I like this as much as Beaten Hearts by the Builders. This is really great. This is called Conch. There's some amazing tracks on here. Lovers being probably the highlight for me. A really nice riff. I love this artwork too, from a graphic design point of view. This is super cool. This is on the South Indies label, from Christchurch. So there we go. I love this. I guess it's post-punk, bit funky, bit groovy. I guess they're almost pop songs. And Alligator is probably the most well-known. Is it the most well-known Builder song? That's on here too. So you got Bill Buildering, Greg Brainbridge, and Stuart Page. There's some congas on here, which kind of adds a bit more of a light playfulness to it. It's a very, very unique, very special record. So there we go. That brings me to the end of that one. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. Bye.